Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. What I say for today's video, it's a Fidens beer. They're local to me, so it's always cool to do a local beer. It's called Walter, and it's a stout with vanilla beans. Specifically, they're Mexican vanilla beans. 10.1% ABV. It just says Imperial Stout. Yeah, that's all the information. Pretty quick read on that guy. If you don't know, kind of the vanilla police. I almost always want more vanilla in a beer. So the guys at FLX, I think it was probably more Dan specifically. If you don't watch FLX, literally FLX beer reviews, make sure you check them out. But yeah, he's like, you're gonna go get that beer, Vanilla Police, because it's got vanilla in it. And here I am with that beer, being the Vanilla Police. But again, make sure you check them out. So yeah, it's pretty darn dark. I do see a little bit of brown in there, but it's black. It's way more black than brown, right? But there's a little bit of brown in there, closer to motor oil than, wanting to spend any time talking about how much brown is in there. It's a black beer. I'd say a dark mocha head, but it went away relatively quickly. Definitely just looks like a big Imperial Stout. Shocker. Let's get into the aroma. What's nice about the vanilla is it's very real vanilla. Kiss of that roast and like this Hershey's like chocolate syrup, like milk chocolate that way. But yeah, there's just a little bit, like, it's not overly sweet. There is like a roasty, toasty coming towards espresso without fully being espresso. But anyway, back to the vanilla. It's very much like when you open a bag that has vanilla beans in it. Like that, it very much is the actual vanilla bean, which is pretty cool. I've had that conversations, with people with beers like this where kind of, I'm curious, like someone who thinks of vanilla and that very artificial vanilla wafer kind of a thing. If they were to smell something like this, is it even recognizable as, in their mind, vanilla? Like it's very much that whole husk, whole bean kind of vanilla. Smells good. Let's get into the taste. Cheers. Yeah, it's nice. Like the aroma, it's got that milk chocolate, it's sweet, a little bit of the Hershey syrup, but then there is enough of this, and really, a lot like the aroma, almost coming up to a coffee level of just the roastiness of the beer. So it's not full-on pastry stout, it's not that sweet at all. But it's also not like some bone dry stout. There is a sweet desserty, or there are, I should say, sweet desserty elements, but there are also elements of this beer that are very much checking that and making sure at no point does it become overly sweet. Like the aroma, the vanilla is very real. It's definitely not overpowering. It reminds me, it doesn't have bourbon or anything in it, bourbon barrel aging, but like the first vanilla rye from Goose Island's Bourbon County series, how like real vanilla bean, and in this one not overly done. A little bit of cherry, and berry compote. A little bit more expressive of a dark chocolate note. Now that I've maybe taken a couple sips, it's opened up, whatever, I'm just noticing it more. Still those other kinds of chocolate, but without a doubt being more expressive with this dark chocolate. And besides like the cranberry, or the cherry and the berry compote, which was making me more think of like blueberry, raspberry. I do get like a little kiss of cranberry too, which is I've gotten it before. It's just been a while that I've thought of that in a stout review. So it does have some berry things that way, but it very much has, like if they were going to call this, let's say, a Russian Imperial Stout, I'd be like, well, it's not that roasty, so it really is not at that level, but it is somewhere in that, what I'll say, sweet spot of a sweet stout and a drier, roastier stout. Like it's pretty close to the middle for me anyway. Would I like more specifically vanilla taste? Yes, I would, to be honest with you, and not just in some sort of nitpicking #vanilla police way. But that being said, I love how real the vanilla is in this. I've gotten on some other breweries' cases, like vanilla flavoring and things like that. No, I want the real vanilla beans, and I'm getting less of a vanilla burst, but what I am getting is very real, and I appreciate it. It's a little syrupy, nice body on it. Yeah, it's a nice beer. It's a nice beer. I mean, I could just keep kind of talking circles, but it starts sweet. You get some like the sweeter chocolate, the fruitier notes, and then it starts drying out. You get more of the dark chocolate. It kind of is like, I don't know, it just kind of drinks refined. It's really nice. Yeah, it's good beer. You guys had this beer before? Have you had a nice vanilla beer lately? Anything, everything, comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. Snow Hype Beer Reviews at both those places. So always please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, remember your outro. Cheers.